Dr. Driscoll, busting bits. Recently, I've been playing Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon feels different than Digimon, and I was noticing that when I was playing Sword and Shield. But why did it feel different? You know, why was Pokemon so different feeling from Digimon? Not just in the style of the monsters and the way they evolve and de-evolution and whatever, okay? No, not that. It's because I noticed something. Pokemon still try to make stats for each of their Pokemon, while Digimon has stats, but Digimon actually focuses more on their stats than Pokemon focuses on their stats. Unless you're a Poke purist or whatever you want to call yourself, and you basically know like, oh well, yeah, their stats actually do matter because this, that, and the third, and this would be the better fire type, and this is the better still. That's a you thing, alright? For me as a casual who played Pokemon as a kid and really never thought about the stats of the Pokemon, so, you know what I mean? The way the game works doesn't feel like it wants you to focus on that. Because of that reason, for example, you capture a bunch of Pokemon and that's the fun. The fun of Pokemon is actually to capture as many Pokemon as you possibly can. Digimon's focus is actually on the one Digimon you have itself. In Cyber Sleuth, it shows with that CAM or whatever it is, I don't know what that is, CAM, but it basically says, you know, are you spending enough time with this? Do you play with this Digimon a lot? This Digimon getting interaction, whatever. And if you have enough of that, you can move on to the next Digimon. And then even when the Digimon moves on to the next, it has to either have a certain amount of stat for it to move into where you want it to move into.
That you do.
To evolve into whatever it wanted to move into. And if not, then de-evolve, de-evolution as what they call it, and move back into working the stats of that Digimon. So they literally have it to where you can, oh, well, if you didn't have enough then, we'll level up, and then your stats will carry on to the next Digimon, and that's how you move through the evolution. So Digimon is more stat-based. But why doesn't it work so well in Pokemon? Now, once again, to me, as a non-Poke purist, I am looking at this shit as like, I'm in a starting area, kind of sort of, I'm like near the grass gym. So basically, you know, the beginning. I have Yamper, I have a bunch of different Pokemon like Roly-Coly I'll never play with. Fucking, I don't know, it's really stupid looking. But, you know, a Wooloo, fucking the little sheep Pokemon. But that's what I'm talking about. Most of those Pokemon I capture, I won't ever really play with them. And I think even the game knows that, why they give you Poke Jobs, right? So like, oh, well, you're not using these Pokemon, they're just in your box. All right, send them out on the quest since, you know, you can do something with them. They even know that you won't play with some of those Pokemon. So the joy in Pokemon itself is literally just capturing every Pokemon to be what you consider the very best, but really all you're doing is you're just capturing Pokemon. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to use them. For example, they're saying the grass gym was flying bug types and fucking, what was it? Fire, obviously, it's grass. So, you know, I caught a Growlithe. I've caught a Dynamax, what is it? The Sid Ninja? The cicada form, like the Shed Ninja thing. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Pokemon. I just caught it not that long ago, and I can't remember the name. Pokemon is whatever. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Can't remember the name. It doesn't really matter, now does it? Like, because you're actually more so focusing on the type itself rather than is it going to do a lot of damage or is it not, you know? And maybe that'll come into play when you get your Pokemon to level 99, but it doesn't come into play now, you know? When you need it now, it does not come in play. Like, you're focused more on, well, if this Pokemon is a fire type and my Pokemon's a water type, I'll beat it. Because I have Water Gun, it has Ember. Case closed, you know? That's one of the weirdest things I've noticed about Pokemon as to compare it to Digimon. Like I said, Digimon, they have, you know, the different types as well, but even still, if you're stronger than this, which, because you're an ultimate and that's just a rook, it doesn't matter, now does it? And I know what you're like, well, yeah, that's how it works in Pokemon too, because if you're, you know, the stage 3 and it's just a stage 1, like, you'll overcome it too. Nah, not really, not even close. You know, most people can contest that a Pikachu will be able to defeat a Gyarados. Easy. You know what I mean? Even if the level, it doesn't matter. That's what I was trying to say. It really does not matter. It literally matters via type and the moves that it get. And I think that's what Pokemon should follow on. So, with that being said, new series, If I Had, is basically a series that I'm trying to create, basically just what it sounds like. If I had Pokemon, what would I do different? And this is where I start. If I had Pokemon, two things that they really need to focus on. The elements, because they have quite a few that are unnecessary, like flying type, bug type, which I would imagine just be grass type, whatever. Ground and fighting, but kind of both of those are the same thing. But whatever, again, they do whatever they want to do. And like normal and fairy, metals, rock, whatever, right? Just whatever. If that's the way they're taking it, cool. If you got that many types, then you can drop stats. Stats really don't mean anything. All right. Most people don't realize that tackle is if it's a normal move, it's a physical actual attack. You know, that's just it. It's just a physical attack. While I played with Grookey, I used Branch Poke. Is it a physical attack or is it a special attack? Because technically it's a leaf type attack, or yeah, I think it's leaf, grass, whatever. Grass type attack. Does it count? Yes? No? See, it doesn't really matter now, does it? So that's what they would probably need to focus on, is the attacks you get for getting learning would be better. I don't care. That's how I would take it as well. But seriously, stats as a whole are useless in Pokemon because it doesn't matter. Rather, I get a stronger this Pokemon, just beat it with a better Pokemon. Like, this is the rival thing in the beginning of, you know, the very first Pokemon, Red and Blue, right? It's like if I use Blastoise, my opponent had a Charizard, which that's not how it worked. They had a Bulbasaur, whatever. But in this one, my rival's a dumbass. He chose Sobble while I have a Grookey, okay? And he's going to be my rival. Actually, it's pretty easy to see the cliche in it because what's basically going to happen is my rival still uses a Wooloo, a Rookidee, and a fucking Sobble. And then hopefully he's going to get better stuff to surprise me. But if not, does it matter? No, because what's going to end up happening is later on down the road, I'm going to have to put a bullet in my rival's head because we both thought we were equal, but I was always better. Cool, whatever. Shoot.
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
Basically, focusing on types, because that's all that really matters, and the styles and what attacks they get. So, yes, could you make weaker Pokemon like how they did with the Squovet or Scovet or whatever its name is, the stupid squirrel, and fucking Rookidee and Wooloo. Just focus on, like, well, yeah, there's going to be some weak Pokemon. Tackle, Defense Curl, whatever. Shoot. Cool. But no stats. Stats doesn't make it any better or worse. Like I just said, you can have a level 99 Pikachu first evolution fucking versus a level 99 Blastoise. It doesn't matter. Once my Pikachu uses Thunderbolt or Thunder Strike or whatever it uses, I don't know anymore. Dr. Driscoll busting bits on top of a If I Had. These two things together. And by the way, I've been writing these things down. I've been trying to get a lot of these things done. Here I'm about to start patching this shit up and get a bunch of things done. I've been writing shit down and how to get these better put out in time. I'm one person. I can only do so much at one time. But I feel that now, busting bits, I can focus on one thing. If I had, what would I do different? I can do that as a separate thing. Sometimes I'll put them together to make one full video like this one because it's been a while. I didn't really bust the bits of anyone because, I mean, maybe the creators, because maybe they'll get offended by hearing stats in Pokemon are absolutely useless. But sure, whatever. If that's how they feel. I busted the bits of the people who made Pokemon.